Everyone, well, good morning. I'm Jennifer Capps, the Chief Development Officer with Mason Health, and I'm so glad to see all of you here today. This is a really wonderful, exciting, and auspicious occasion. We are making great changes in this community, and all of you are part of it. This week is our 55th anniversary as well as our Mason Health celebration, and we love it because we get to be with all of you, our favorite people, and we have some youth and their families, and our jingle choir is here. So I'm pretty excited about that, but before we get started with the official presentation, I want to invite Amy Cooper, Wyeth, Eric, and our scholarship recipients to come up for your pre-award photos. So please join me up here at the front of the room, please. Thank you.
She's going to be published everywhere,
That's right.
No pressure.
This is the red carpet moment. We're going to get the most out of it.
You want a chair, Henry? Up to you.
Everybody, come on over. Let's bring you three to the other side. Everybody, come on over this way. Come on up, we'll get you all set. Right, exactly. Okay, and then let's have you over here. There we go. You guys come on in. Perfect. I'm gonna bring you in here. Just look at heights. Perfect. There you go. Perfect. Everybody nice and close together. Wonderful. I'm gonna stand right in front of you, buddy. Okay, everybody, here we go. 1, 2, 3. And again. Say happy smiles. Hold it, hold it. Last one. Got it. Perfect. Thanks. Thanks, Jen. Thank you. Perfect.
Can't forget my handy notes. All right, so again, Jennifer Capps. I'm emceeing today during this wonderful event. So before we get started today, I just wanted to let you know I'm so excited to see all of you here today. We're going to be able to honor 9 students this year, so this is pretty awesome. Last year, so this is going to be really exciting, and gold star to all of you that have made it so early today, and we're just really excited. So we got a lot of cool things to share with you today. So, but before we get started, we have a little artistic entertainment. So Matthew, if you'll join me up here. The Great Bend Center for Music and the Mason Health Jingle Choir are going to have a special serenade and presentation for you today. So Matthew.
It's very brief. So just to give you a little background as the choir comes in, about a little over a year ago, Arla reached out saying, hey, we have a jingle and it needs refreshing. Would you guys write something for us? And so we did, and we were all really happy with it. And then as the anniversary celebrations came up, we're like, really fun to put together a pop-up choir of Mason Health staff members to sing the jingle. So we're going to sing it live, but we also made a little social media clip for you, recorded in the clinic lobby last night, that we'll play for you afterwards.
Oh.
Yeah.
We need pitches. Got your pitches? Ready? One, two, three.
We're here for you.
Oh, we're not in tune at all. It's the first time that's happened. The first time. Now? All right, one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and.
We're here for you.
There we go. So, at Great Bend, we're sort of looked at as an arts organization, but that's really not our focus. Our focus is how we use music as a community development tool. And that falls into 3 areas. How do we use music to build educational equity in our community? How do we use music to build civic engagement? And how do we use music to build health and wellness? So on that line, in the recording last night, there were some fun moments that really show how powerful music can be when it comes to building community. And so with that. So that's the polished one for social media. And just like it's the NC universe, there are outtakes, credit outtakes.
It's almost mathematically perfect. We can all go jazz hands towards her.
This is all Mason Health staff driven. Yes. There it is. Okay. All right.
So you can do your big flourish, you know.
All right, everybody have their pitches? All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. There's a second take where we get a little too into the jazz hands and we lose our tuning. So on that topic, we're just really happy to play some small part in celebrating the amazing resource that Mason Health is for our community. Thank you for everything you do for our community and that you're doing for our youth. Thanks very, very much.
Absolutely.
And happy anniversary. Thank you.
And so we just wanted to thank our musical choir, jingle choir, Eric Blagan, Janine Conahan, Matthew Melendez, Anna Miller, Farron Morse, Maureen Riley, Yvonne Edwards, Brenda Gaspar Romero, Patrick D. Irish, Aaron Martinak, Sarah Minich, and Terrence P. Mulligan. So thank you. Let's give them one more round of applause. Oh gosh, you want me to play piano? Let's do it. Okay. All right. So the next slide, please. I just love having a handle. This is so great. All right. So now we're going to hear from Eric Mall, our CEO. Thank you.
Well, that was actually pretty awesome. So, so Eric Mall, CEO here at Mason Health, and first I want to probably be the first of many to congratulate you on your graduation, coming graduation next month from high school. That's a big deal, and this is probably going to be the first of many celebrations. But you know, today we want to talk about kind of now the path forward, and that's the really cool thing is with your participation in the Health Science Academy, and that's where we're so grateful for that partnership with the school district and creating this Health Science Academy, because with all of the hard work that you've been putting in over the last 4 years, 12 years, but it really is culminating. So now there's this clear path, and through the scholarship, what we're trying to do is just remove the financial burden, so that you can really focus on your education and your training. And also want to commend you on choosing the healthcare field. It's an amazing field. Your ability to impact patients' lives every day, your impact on the community, impact on society. So it's an amazing career choice. So I also want to commend you on that. And so, one of the things that I also think is really special about the Health Science Academy as you move forward is you have a lot, and there's several in the room, but you have a lot of people that want you to be successful. And so there's going to be a lot of mentorship, there's going to be a lot of helping hands as you go through your training and education. So just really know that there's all that support, leverage that, use it, and then lastly is just recognize as you move forward also, you're going to be a mentor now, or a role model, I should say. So you are now going to become a role model for students and high school students that are now going to be coming up through the Health Science Academy. So just you're moving into a very special role. And then lastly, you're about to start an amazing journey, and just really embrace that, and embrace and become part of a positive impact on healthcare. And that will be my challenge to you. So again, congratulations to all of you. I'm very excited and look forward to you all becoming part of the Mason Health family as we go forward. So really excited about that. So again,
All right, thank you, Eric. All right, so Wyeth, we are now going to have a reflection from Superintendent of Schools about the Health Science Academy and today's honorees.
Thank you so much. Yep. Hi. Good morning. Wyatt Jesse, Superintendent of the Shelton School District. And when I look over at these fine students, I just think about their journey. The journey that it took place 13 years ago for formal education with their parents and guardians here who helped assist them along that way. And you should feel very proud of yourselves for how you got here. You chose to get up, get yourself dressed. Probably somebody helped you get your meal, unless you did that yourself. And you came to school. And when you got to school, you were a learner. You definitely were the one that was sitting there, and you might have had your down days, but there was a lot of days in which you chose to learn, to get the skills and the experiences that got you here today. And I think it's amazing. That's why, as educators, we get up every day. That's why I get up every day, is to get to this point. I know, as Eric said, it's a culminating moment right now for you, and that should be absolutely celebrated, not just today, but having that time with your family later on to go, oh my gosh, you got here. And this experience is tremendous. And I want to thank Mason General for helping us, because this is where we hand the baton off to where you did all this formal education, and now you get to go off and for post-secondary opportunities to get that education with employment right there for you with all the benefits that come with it. I just can't believe this is actually, I mean, I just pitch myself, Eric and I actually have also seniors this year in our own households, and I just know what it means to really do this together as a family. And I would like to think that we actually have a family here in this room, because it does take a whole community to help prepare our youth to take on the next leadership roles, and that is you. That is you, and you have that opportunity to lead places just like Mason General, to lead departments, to help provide services for this whole greater community and their health. That's an awesome responsibility. And if I overwhelmed you, you can just tell me later. You're like, oh my gosh, I haven't even opened up the textbook yet. All right. But that's okay. That's okay, because you got here. And so you get to bank on that you did all that work to get here. That should provide you with all the abilities to be confident in yourselves, to take the next steps. And just like they said, they're here to help you too. So if you got to lean a little bit here and there, the ups and downs of education. That's natural. Don't get too overwhelmed with it. But just think, hey, I participated in the Health Sciences Academy. This really did sharpen me. I did do some things. I learned along the way, especially these last couple of years, and the fine educators and the support staff that are also here for you to get here. Just give a moment to say, hey, thank you to them too, right? Because gratitude gets you a long way in this profession. So with that, I don't want to get in the way. I just really want to celebrate you so much. Thank you so much for being amazing students for the Shelton School District. And I only wish you the best in your next step in your journey. Thank you.
All right, wow, those are great words. Thank you for sharing that. So the next portion of our program is really wonderful. I've got a couple emails from Erica already today. She couldn't unfortunately be here today because she is doing her schooling and working and doing all those great sort of things. So be prepared to break out your tissues. So I have some up here if you need some. So Arla, please, let's play Erica's video. She was last year's scholarship award recipient.
Hi, my name is Erica Delgado Hernandez, and I was part of the class of 2022 that graduated from Shelton High School. I was also one of the recipients from the Mason Health Science Academy Scholarship, and the scholarship I won was the nursing. Everything is paid for. And that was such a huge relief when I got the notice that I had won this scholarship, because I was super stressed about whether I was going to be able to pay school or not. I remember the day that I got the message, I was actually on my way to Arizona to tour the campus of the University of Arizona. And I remember I was on the plane and I got the email from Jill saying that this is waiting for you. I'll see you on Monday. And my heart dropped and I was speechless. I was like nervous. I was very emotional. I wanted to cry. I even wanted to get off the plane, to be honest, and just be like, cancel Arizona. It's just a relief of stress. Now I don't have to look for school, apply for schools, apply for scholarships, think about how I'm going to pay off school, and everything, because Mason Health is going to provide everything for me.
All right, so the moment we've all been waiting for. Nicole, Senior Director of Performance Excellence, take it away.
All right, thank you, Jen. Good morning, everybody. As Jen mentioned, my name is Nicole Eddins. I'm the Senior Director of Performance Excellence, and I had the honor of being involved in all the interviews. I want to extend my appreciation for all these candidates. Talk about quality candidates. They blew us away. Every single one of them is bringing something to the table. And to think of what this generation actually had to go through. A little bit of resilience. Zoom? Who knew what Zoom was in the schools 2-3 years ago? I mean, to think of what they had to actually do to finish and pursue their education was just amazing to me. And then on top of that, you have varsity lettermen, you have team captains, you have bilingual, trilingual students. I mean, we were blown away. So from the interview committee, thank you all. Excuse me. As I present each one of you your certificates, as Eric mentioned, this is a welcome to the Mason Health family. We are a family. And we value service and relationships, and now you are part of that family. So I want to thank you, and we are going to use your talents to provide the best patient-centered care here in the Pacific Northwest. Gretchen, would you like to join me? I'd love. I'm just going to go through these. If you like to handle for sure. Right there. All right, I'm going to go through the award recipients. This particular recipient trilingual, blew us away. Works, cares for siblings, which I know is a lot of work, sometimes more than the job itself. Ms. Dolores Andres Gervasio, future phlebotomist, please join us for your certificate. All right, this next recipient has been working since he was 14 years old. Talk about a hard worker on top of all the other challenges that have come through the pandemic. Future phlebotomist, Mr. Anthony Castaneda Martin. This next recipient, bilingual, incredibly hardworking, already has job experience, 3.7 GPA on top of that. Future phlebotomist, Mr. Pedro Jimenez. This next recipient, incredibly highly engaged in the biomedical sciences. You should have read some of the letters of recommendation. We were blown away. Milo Young, future phlebotomist, please join us.
Proud of you.
Okay, next recipient. Swim captain leader, 3.9 GPA. Handled, I think one of the stories that blew me away was how the story of how he handled the independence of COVID and the structure you put around it. Healthcare can be so chaotic, and the resilience that you have to have through it, we knew you exemplified it. Mr. Wyatt Anthis, future registered nurse. Okay, next recipient, again, another trilingual, already has work experience, and I have to say, recently navigated an incredibly challenging life experience. And just the fact that he showed up to the interview was impressive, and he's here with us, future registered nurse, Mr. Henry Gomez Cruz. This next recipient, when she walked in the room, I knew she was a future leader. Greeted us all with a confident handshake, dressed in scrubs, ready to go on the floor. I mean, in our interview, ready to go. Just so impressive. President of 4-H Club, future registered nurse, Miss Heaven Smith. Please join us. Okay, the next award recipient excelled in sports, volleyball and basketball, but also a particular note, navigated, again, more life challenges that we were incredibly impressed by. And I have to say, showed remarkable decision-making in a stressful circumstance that we talked about in our interview. Future medical assistant, Miss Olivia Henry. Last but not least, bilingual, navigated here from a different country less than 2 years ago, and has worked since she was 15. It just, when you're in the room with this individual, you can feel her compassion, and we did when we were interviewing her, especially when you talk about food. future certified nursing assistant, Miss Fiona Cassandra Susan Medina. Please join us.
All right. Excellent work, Nicole and Gretchen. Now, part 2 of your red carpet moment. Now we're going to have Amy with Cooper Studios come and do a series of photos for us. So if I could ask the honorees to come up, please, with Eric and Wyatt and Nicole and Mel. Come on up, please. And bring your certificates, you wonderful honorees, because we're going to showcase those off. And then, so don't go anywhere, because then we're going to do a second photo with the backpacks, with all the awesome stuff in it. Don't worry, Health Sciences Academy review teams and committee participants, you will get your chance for a photo too. That's right.
And then Mel, can I put you over there? And then Gretchen, can put you in here. Next to me. And I'm gonna put you.
No, just kidding.
Let's bring you two, Heaven and Milo, over to this side. Yeah, should be nice, yeah. We need everybody. Good. Yeah, flip your certificates over. And then I'm gonna put you, can I stick you over here? We're gonna find a window behind Wyatt. There we go. And over here, we'll switch you in one window. There we go. Good. Perfect. Okay, everybody. All right, let's do those certificates. Milo, I'm gonna bring this up just a little bit. Good, and the red comes forward just a little and in. And then you can just put it to them. Okay. Hang on, I gotta move back. All right, and then on the end, Anthony, can you scoot in just a little bit? A little more. You can just hold it. There you go. That's perfect. Okay, everybody, big happy smile. Perfect. Excellent. Good. Eric and Wyatt, scoot over just a little bit, please. There you go. Perfect. And then, yeah, Pedro, you got me. Good. That's perfect. Keep it rolling. Good, good. Last one. All right. And then you want it back.
Yes, so everyone grab your, let's get the backpacks for everyone. This is the fun when we get to get out. Yeah, let's.
We're gonna be soon. Oh, did you get one?
Yes.
Okay, guys, cuddle back in for me, please. And then with the backpacks, you can hold them, Heaven, that's perfect. You can sling one over your shoulder if you want to, you know, just like that. Okay, everybody. Anthony, can you just a little? All right, you guys. Here we go again with the swag. Big happy smiles. Perfect. Anthony, take a scoot in, buddy. There you go. Good, one more. Perfect. All right. We got
All right, don't go anywhere yet. I told you we're going to get every minute we can out of this red carpet moment. Okay, so Health Sciences Academy committee members and people who supported the whole process, if you want to come up and join with the students, that would be wonderful. And Arla's here with lunch, so just hang tight. Yes, yes, absolutely. It takes a village and it takes a team, and we are a team here. That's for sure. All right, looking good. What a good group. Look at the team. This is great.
Okay, guys, we can fill in center just a little bit. So everybody come in towards Henry. Good, perfect. Okay, yep, Jilly, read my mind. Hey, Jill, can you shove all that plastic off the table behind you? There you go. Perfect. Okay, everybody, here we go. Big smiles. 1, 2, 3. And again. Hey, Mel, go tiptoe for me. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
One more. All right, perfect.
Excellent, everyone. Round of applause. Okay, so with that, that concludes the formal portion of our program. Arl is here with their lunch orders, and then before we get started with lunch, we're going to have a few minutes for the press to go around, take photos, do their interviews, etc. So we're going to serve lunch in about 15 minutes. All right, thanks everyone.